right, we're coming in here live. Facebook Live, Instagram Live, MySpace Live, Twitter Live, all the way turned up. Georgia Southern 2020 signing class coming in here truly live from the Universal Portofino, where we wrapped up signing day. I'm the host, Coach Cabral, defensive line, recruiting coordinator, and our special guest is Chad Lunsford. Well, he's got his own mic. Go ahead.
Oh, I do. That's right. Yeah. So, all right, I've only seen live on FaceGram, not Instabook.
Yeah.
So,
it's a new app. It's really
there's an app for this?
There is. And we're going to go, and actually we're going to do this. Oh, look, see, this is how this works. So there's a privacy setting, not so fast. Can't see me.
Gotcha.
All right, let's get serious here, Coach. We wrapped up today. Exciting day. Started early. And so I think we should go through what Blue Collar 2020 is all about. We signed, how many, 18?
18,
maybe a few surprises a little bit later.
Yep. Signing day is not over.
Signing day is not over. Okay, so Eagle Nation, always grateful for you guys and your support. And let's get this show on the road, right?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. Starting off, Jordan Bennett, wide receiver, coming in from Pelham, Georgia.
Yeah, you know, man, Jordan was a guy that we had pinpointed early in this process, and he was a guy that had come up as a sophomore and has come up as a junior, and was definitely interested in Georgia Southern very early. Having a teammate like Trayvon Pace from his high school obviously there a lot of interest there, and so we was able to get to know him, and you know how it is, man. It's just about getting them all on campus as many times as possible and sitting down and talking with these guys. And, But he is, he's an athlete. The guy can play offense, defense. We've signed him as a wide receiver, big body guy that can really be physical when it comes to that wide receiver position.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be hopefully a threat that will instill terror in defenses across the Sun Belt.
We always want to instill terror, so.
Yeah, that's right. Juice boys. All right, well, that's good. Now, look, this is the interesting thing about going live. Can't make any mistakes.
Right. You got to watch what you say.
Got to watch what you say. So if I hesitate and pause, there's a reason for that. But Jordan Bennett.
There's a lot of things that kind of run through your mind that then come to your mouth, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the Ultimate Warrior, Full Tilt Boogie, WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
Just quarter-mile sprint.
Well, I'm with you, but
we'll slow it down.
Ready to put the brakes on.
We'll slow it down. All right, here we go. Well, we can't slow it down because we're going to talk about this speed demon, Tony Dinkins McCall.
Wow. How fast is this guy?
Speed demon.
Man, this guy, he's unbelievable.
Speed demon.
Unbelievable track times. And, he's dangerous when he gets that ball in his hands. And he can do that from the kickoff return spot, punt return spot, obviously the wide receiver spot, but also come in motion, take handoffs, and, basically get going when it's time to. And so very excited about this guy.
We've had some pretty good luck with guys from South Carolina, so hopefully he's going to continue that tradition.
Well, and the other great thing about this is, we just talked about Jordan and we're talking about Tony now, but both of them are mid-year guys and they'll be here in January. So this is really big for Georgia Southern football.
Yep. Well, not really technically the hometown hero, but since we are in Orlando, we might as well talk about Anthony Fieldings, who's literally down the road over at Apopka High School.
Wow, how impressive was this kid, man, when he came on his visit. We'd already evaluated him off of film, and, and that's always the starting spot anyway. But he really won us over when he came on campus, him and his parents, just how squared away they were. And when you start talking about a Georgia Southern man, you talk about blue-collar, disciplined, tough, and a guy that just loves ball. Anthony Fieldings is definitely that.
Yeah, it's and really one thing that these guys have had a lot in common with is the type of programs that they've all come from. Pop could play for a state championship, came a little short. Something's always in the mix. Pelham,
1 game away.
Yeah, 1 game away. So we've thought that was a super important aspect of the guys that we're trying to sign. So big time.
Yeah, anytime we're recruiting, and as well as and our staff knows. I mean, we want to go get guys that come from winning programs because winning needs to be important to them.
That's right. Winning doesn't happen by accident. Moving back into the Peach State, from Peach County, Justin Oh My GY Harris.
Oh my GY.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right, this guy right
Another
here.
weapon.
This guy right here now. This when you start talking Georgia Southern, man, this is on and off the field now.
I'm really concerned about his mom, though, not being all in.
No, she's all in.
She's the greatest.
And I'm gonna tell you, cooks the best neck bone ever. I'm telling you.
I wasn't invited. So, Miss Oshida, I wasn't invited. It's fine. We'll bring it next time.
She probably would have allowed all of y'all to come, but I was
No
not
doubt.
gonna let that happen. The neck bone was great, you know. And,
That's where you fell asleep on the couch, right?
in the recliner.
On the recliner, yeah.
But it was, you know, it was one of those, had a really awesome meal, and you can't go back and just get on the road after eating.
Can't do it.
You know,
Can't do it.
you got to close your eyes, you got to take a nap. You know, we were
Reset.
Reset. You know, we were watching some football game on TV, and you know, I just, you know, figured I better get a nap before I get back on the road.
Under the belt, a couple
And I
notches.
did tell her, I was like, hey, if for some reason I don't wake up before midnight,
Yes.
I've got to be out of this house by 11:59, or we will be breaking.
That would have been a violation. We don't want that.
Can't do that.
Nope. You cannot do it like that.
You got to battle your dang thing off, but you got to do it right.
What are we doing? All right, here we go. Anyway, Justin Harris is an awesome kid, awesome athlete, and obviously we've got great relationships with these guys. All right, moving forward here. I know I'm not looking up at the camera. I'm going to pretend it's not even there, okay? Another guy from a super successful program, three-time state champion.
Curdo.
Curdo, home of Ironhead Gallon,
Yep.
home of Tony Strotter.
Yeah.
That's a
pass for the fans.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Jaylen Howard, big time safety.
Wow. You know, Jaylen, another one that's, you know, cares about winning and loves ball, and obviously has been a part of a winning program for a long time. And, you know, having that connection with Ironhead Gallon, also, he already understands what Georgia Southern football is about. You know, ready to get him here. And again, he's a mid-year guy also, along with Justin Harris.
That's
We
right.
keep forgetting to say these things.
It's big time.
But this guy will be here in January. And, you know, with again, our safety spot, you know, Kendrick Duncan's doing a great job on the field, but, you know, a guy like Donald Rutledge is moving on. You know, last year we lost Josh Moon and Sean Freeman. So it's really good to build this depth at the safety spot. And he'll be a guy that comes in and competes right away.
Yeah, no doubt. And Coach has touched on it a bunch of times, but the fact that these guys have been on campus so many times, I mean, when they came on their official visit, and he was one of them, I mean, it felt like he was already part of the team, you know, and they built such a great relationship with all the guys that we've had on campus. It's been awesome. But
Yeah, you know, don't forget, you know, obviously Eagle Nation ought to hear this, how, you know, we also build relationships with their families, and
That's
how
right.
much their families really fit in, how these recruits' families started to connect with one another, and, you know, that's what makes this class really special.
yeah, it's been great. So, all right, moving forward here, actually moving forward up into the defense, guy out of Athens, Cedar Shoals High School, Jaylen, JJ, hide your quarterbacks, hide your running backs, Jalen Jackson.
Man, this guy. Okay.
Stud.
Yep, you know, and he's one of the guys that we saw in one of our camps.
Yep.
And, you know, we were able to really get a good view of him pass rushing, him doing drills that were very legitimate in what we do. And, man, he jumped off the field with this kind of stuff. And then, you know, watching this film, obviously he's a good football player on this film also. But, man, what a great kid. You know, tremendous family. You know, and just, again, when you start talking about our 3-4 defense, and you start talking about outside linebackers, how versatile they have to be, this guy really exudes that. His versatility is really going to help in the pass defense, rush defense, and just being able to mix things up with him.
They got to do a lot of different things, and super happy he's going to be part of this defense and this team. So excited about him. All right, on to the next dude.
Magic Man.
Now you see me, now you don't. Same as Sam Henderson.
Wow.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Getting one from the boot.
Yep. And I tell you what, man, this kid is a kid that we identified early on in the recruiting process, and was always the number one quarterback. He was always the guy that we wanted to get, and he was committed elsewhere early on in the process. We tried to get him on an official visit during the summer. Some of those things just didn't work out. And then obviously he was playing in the fall and did a really good job with his team. Took him on into the playoffs. And but then we had the opportunity to bring him on official, him and his mom. And, he just really felt good about what Georgia Southern had to offer. Shout out to Justin Harris on this and Miss Rasheed.
Yes, sir.
They did a tremendous job of making them feel comfortable when they were both on the same official visits. And, Miss Mary, Sam's mom, man, what an awesome lady. And this kid right here is bright-eyed. And, he chose us because the different schools that were recruiting him, they were for different positions. And, receiver, corner, quarterback, but what I really liked about him, he's like, Coach, man, I love Georgia, I love what y'all are doing, but I want to touch that ball every play. And that's what our quarterback does. And so really fired up about this guy. And, we really think he can be magic for us.
Yeah, it's a huge pick and worked our butt off for him, and it was well worth it. Can't wait to see that guy go full speed, live and in color, and not against us, which is good.
No question.
Moving forward, guys that are going to help protect Sam I am. Logan Langemeier. Am I saying that correctly? Langemeier.
Yep.
Logan
I believe that's right.
Langemeier.
And if we're not
big stud.
And if we're not, he's probably going to let us know about it. And he might make me a little scared.
6'4", 280. I'll run the other way.
Yeah, no question.
I'm out of here.
So he was in a tough situation. All right, and this is a little bit out of our recruiting range because he's from South Lake Tahoe in California.
I didn't get a chance to make that home visit, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I tried to make it, but we had to come on down to Orlando.
That's right.
That's how it is. But he was at Jacksonville University, and unfortunately their program ended. And, the NCAA, grants eligibility, immediate eligibility for those types of things. And, he was able to come on campus this past official visit weekend. And, man, what a pleasant surprise.
Yep.
One, he's been in an option offense. Two, he really understands it, very high football IQ. And then he just got that nastiness that an offensive lineman needs to have.
Yep.
So very excited about this guy.
That was the first thing that came to my mind when talking with him. I mean, he was as sharp as a tack. And the first thing they talked about was, I love the fact that we run the football here, and that I'm used to this offense, and he can't wait to get down here. So it's what you wanted.
The other thing that really stood out was how he immediately clicked with our offensive lineman.
That's right.
And that's one thing we do with recruiting, as you well know, is we ask the opinion of our players. So those guys that are hosting them, hey, what do you think? You think this guy fits in? And man, this guy right away, immediate.
Natural. It was great. So fired about him. Next doing the list from East Coweta, the man with the golden toe, hopefully, which he will have. Mr. Quiet, but Mr. Confident. Dylan Lewis, my man.
Yeah, now Dylan, this is a guy that we had in a couple different camps. One at another camp that we went to, one of our own camps, did a tremendous job of showing what he could do as a kicker. He can also punt, so he has a lot of talent in that area.
He's got great length. He's tall, lean, athletic build. He's just stud.
Yep, and so, obviously, and we talked an awful lot to him about what this means. I mean, you got Younghoe Koo, you got Tyler Bass. Younghoe's in the NFL with the Atlanta Falcons now. Tyler Bass is getting looked at. He's in the Reese's Senior Bowl. So there's a lot of shoes, big shoes to fill here. And but he seems to be up for the challenge, and looking forward to him coming in and then showing what he can do.
Love it. Great family, great dad. Been on campus a bunch of times. Super kid. Yep. We talked about him, in prior interviews, but Benedictine pipeline continues. one more round, thank goodness. Trayvon Locke.
Well, and when you say this about Benedictine, man, every time we've gotten one out there, they make a difference on our football team.
No question.
And obviously, I asked Wesley Kennedy. I said, "What do you think?" He said, "That's my dog." And for Wesley Kennedy to say that, that means something. But another great thing about this is, he's a legacy kid. His dad, Robert Locke.
Yep. We were teammates.
Played with you. And so he gets Georgia Southern.
Yep.
And I know it means the world to him to be at Georgia Southern.
Yep.
And again, how we talk about we want people to want to be at Georgia Southern. This kid's going to have an unreal passion for this place, and so very excited about getting him here.
We're excited. Big body in the middle, athletic, changing directions off the charts. It comes from a great program. Another one of those guys. Speaking in the trenches, staying in there, Rasheed Miller. I don't think this is right. I don't think it's 6'5" is short.
Yeah, this Jeffrey maybe 6'7".
Hey, tall, lean, fast, athletic. That's the way you want him up front.
Yeah, and again, we get it, and this is the case for most of these guys, but this is another guy that we got to see in camp. And this guy did a lot of camps over the summer and, just kept battling, kept going at it, came to Georgia Southern's camp and just really put on a show. And, and then when you watch his junior film to his senior film, how much he improved, and just knowing that, man, we do have some unreal potential with this kid because of his athleticism.
Yep.
And because, this was another one, this morning, we're trying to get them all on the phone and talk to them as they sign.
He was the first one to get signed. Yeah, first one in.
First one in. And I tell you, man, this whole class did a tremendous job of getting their stuff in early.
Yep.
Wanting to be a part of Georgia Southern and wanting to be a part of this special group. But Rasheed definitely is a guy that's going to be a super player at Georgia Southern and on that offensive line.
Yep. Fired up about him. Another mid-year enrollee for the D block, Jordan Mitchell from Sandy Creek.
Wow. To be able to say mid-year guys, this many times in this recruiting class is invaluable. To get them here in January, let them go through winter workouts, let them go through our strength program, get those 15 practices in spring. That really puts us ahead. And so Jordan, this is another guy that on a winning football team. Didn't quite make it to the state championship, but battled deep into the playoffs. And he's a guy that loves ball, good student, good person, great family. Don't forget those wings.
No doubt.
How's that night?
Yeah,
wow.
lemon pepper, teriyaki, hot, and I can't remember the other one, but it was awesome.
I wanted a couple.
We had good luck with wings this go around. Everyone that had, at least that I was a part of, committed.
Yeah, no question. But
so any future recruits, that's the key to success. Chicken wings. Coachy want wingy. Sorry.
Or neck bone, but now you're gonna have to bring it. You're gonna have to bring it if you're gonna be associated.
The bar is super high. We talk about good to great. The neck bone is top of the chain right there.
That may, But to go back to Jordan, well, let's go back to the wings in Jordan.
Yes.
So we're sitting there eating those wings, and I'm enjoying them.
Yep.
You're enjoying them.
Tremendously.
Dad, mom, everybody that was sitting at the table enjoying the wing. And, I wanted to have maybe a couple more.
Forget it.
When I look down, my man Jordan, I bet he ate 40.
About a pile this size.
I bet he ate 40 wings.
Yeah. I had to move on a celery.
Yeah, I know. I had to go to the celery.
I went vegan route.
Yeah, dip it in the ranch.
Of course.
My man Jordan was killing it.
Killed it.
Now,
he's going to be a monster. We're fired up about him.
My man can eat some wings.
Yeah.
But he's an even better football player.
Woo-woo.
And so, can't wait to see this guy play in our defense.
Yeah.
Because we're always looking for those quick twitch guys that can really move, get penetration, and do all the things that we ask him to do, and he really fits that.
Great athlete, comes from a very athletic family and close-knit family, which has been great. So excited about him. So moving up north to another successful program.
Way north.
Yeah, way north. South Canada, just about.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. You know him, you love him. Shawnee P.
Sean Pelkison.
Yes, sir.
How about this guy? Boy, when you throw
Another camper.
Well, Yeah, another camper came in, really competed hard. But when you throw his film on, I mean, it's highlights on offense and defense.
Yep.
We've signed him as a tight end. We really think he can take us to the next level at that position with our offense. But man, you throw it on, man, you see so much aggressiveness, so much physicalness, just work ethic. Sean P.
Yeah.
fits that Georgia.
He's nasty now. He's got that nasty mentality, and super happy we got him, and great family, and man, it was a pleasure having him down here a few times.
He's a guy that, and I don't want to make too much out of it, but this kid went through a lot of adversity this year. He lost his sister to cancer, to battle cancer, and but he continued to stay strong, and he has so much support from his community. Mm-hmm. And what I really am impressed with him about is how many people came in and started recruiting him.
Yep.
And how he said, you know what, Georgia Southern is the place I want to be.
Yep.
And really stuck with it, and I appreciate his family too, because they stood behind him and they let him make that decision, and he did. This is another good story recruiting now.
Okay. I like good stories.
Flew up there.
Yep.
Called an Uber because I flew into Philly. Never been to Philly.
Motown Philly, back again.
So flew in there, caught me an Uber, went about 45 minutes to downtown.
Yeah.
Coach put us in there. Coach, great guy, man. Puts us in there, and he said, "Hey, y'all sit in this room and talk." And I'm like, Sean, man, we've done this so many times. I said, "Why don't you take me on a tour of the school?" So, he walks me around and introduces me to all his teachers, and one teacher was really awesome, Latin teacher. Because she didn't know I knew Latin. I don't really know. But I stole it from
In Omnibus, we know that.
Well, that, and I stole it from Tombstone.
Oh, okay.
And Dino Veritas. And Wine There's Truth. But it shocked her. And so it was awesome. But he was taking me around, principal, guidance counselor, trainer, front desk people, and all they did was just say great things about this kid. So another great guy to get on our football team.
Excited about him. Moving now back in the secondary, Braylon Peterson.
Wow, lockdown.
GMC.
Georgia
we got to
Military
keep that
College.
pipeline going, baby.
You know
we
it.
got to.
GMC for life.
Man, it just doesn't get out of your system, nor do you want it to.
Well, no question. And when you start bringing guys on your football team that understand the 20-hour bus rides, and just because we talk about brotherhood at Georgia Southern, GMC is another place like that.
Golly.
And you know what you're getting when you get one of those kids.
Yep.
And obviously losing Man and Kendall this year, and Jesse. Braylon was definitely we wanted to make sure that we got a guy that had a little bit of college experience, could come in and possibly play right away. Again, he'll be here in January, so he'll get those 15 practices. So looking for big things out of him and fill some of those shoes that are leaving.
Yep. Super excited about him. I know those guys.
It's all good.
Zoo Blue. Zoo Blue it.
I mean, anytime you don't have an answer, you Zoo Blue it.
We're just trying to talk normal here. This isn't your, Ford forecast, whatever the heck we're sponsored by. We sponsored by anybody, Brian? We have no sponsors?
Hold on. Let me.
That's some bull crap. 111 South? How about Blue Room? Can we get sponsored by Blue Room?
Al Chapman.
Where
are you at, Al?
I don't want to get too sidetracked, but they got the big party down there, Kringle Fest, right? Well, it's going to be Kringle Fest, big party for Christmas time, right? Okay. It was supposed to be on
Chris Kringle.
Yes, correct. Play on words.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, it was supposed to be on the 21st.
It's bowl game.
Bowl game. Guess what? Al Chapman's going to be in Orlando. That's why he's our guy. That's why he's our guy. Nat's landing. They'll serve. We're just throwing it all out. You want to go live, this is what you get.
Well, and that's the problem. Maybe I should act like a Division I head coach.
Yes.
Give you some coach speak.
So, next we're going to talk about Samuel Randolph. Just kidding. Sam Randolph out of Ringgold, Georgia. Grew up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, but ended up finishing his high school career at Heritage High School in Ringgold. And been on campus a few times. Came to our game that we played, the last one of the year, where we won.
Yeah, we won.
In good fashion.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great performance for him to see.
Excellent performance.
Yeah.
But on to the next one.
On to the next one.
Sam Randolph. Let's talk about Sam.
All right, so what I really like about this guy is the story I heard of him going to Heritage, and within 2-3 weeks, his teammates vote him captain.
Yep.
He made an immediate impact, not only on the field but off the field, because being named a captain, I mean, that's pretty awesome deal.
Awesome.
So very versatile. I think you got a guy that can play safety, can do a lot of different things in our defense. He's a guy that reminds me of Kendrick Duncan, body type coming out of high school.
Sure.
And, Kendrick came in, I think he was maybe 185, 190. Now up to about 227, just looking like a stud back there in that defensive backfield. And Sam's body's like that also. So, when Coach Greenhall gets a hold of him, man, I ain't no telling what he'll.
It's going to be awesome. Plays offense, defense, played with some receiver this year, plays some corner as a young guy, man. So versatile athlete. All right, next from Morgan County, Seth Roberson.
All right, this guy.
That's my radio voice. Seth Roberson. Kind of a magic man on defense a little bit.
Well, on offense too. Now
I know it.
You watch him play quarterback. You watch him.
He's a stud.
He's an athlete.
Stud horse.
Athlete. And obviously we've recruited him as a corner. And,
Yep.
He looks good in that number 4, boy. He gets out there and he plays now. And he's got a good family. Boy, a beautiful mom that just does a great job.
Dad's kind of reserved. A little bit.
He's
Big Sed.
You might can get Big Sed wound up if you play a little cornhole with him.
Yeah. That's Brand Wilson's dad.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where that thing ended between those two.
It's still going. It will continue to go for the next 4 years.
Yeah, no, there's no question.
Yeah.
These guys are going to be, they may be tighter than our football team.
I know it. They're going at it.
Really looking forward to this guy Seth coming and contributing, but also too, man, just having an awesome family that can add to the Georgia Southern family.
It's awesome. Kalen Williams, right down the road, Dublin, Georgia.
Yeah, Kalen was a guy that we recruited a year ago, and we ended up gray shirting him. Young, he's a young guy, a huge body. I mean, he actually got a couple practices in before we left for the bowl because of the timing and how everything became legal once school was out.
Big Red, man. We threw him in there 101, and during that time it was I can't remember what special team, but we had a handful of guys, secondary dudes, and a couple linebackers, and they were all there watching him. And he locked out some dudes, and it was like, oh, okay, here we go.
And I tell you, it was really good to gray shirt him.
Yep.
Because he was able to mature a little bit more. Again, young, but really big. And, and then being able to see him out there, he also showed, again, we'll go back to it, just like Rasheed, just like all the offensive line with Logan. Nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Oh, yeah.
Like to get after it and really.
Him and Lane kind of got into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, no question. So I saw that little fire in him, and really makes me excited about him.
It's great. And for this class so far, again, we also have another signing day in February to try to finish out this class if we're going to sign any more. And but for this one in December, last but not least, so far, Brandon Wilson. He was one of the originals too.
He was an original.
Elite Eagle.
And I should have said this a little bit more about some of these early commitments. What a great job they did recruiting for us. I said that with Justin Harris, his mom, but Brandon, his dad. That's another couple guys that just really did a good job of helping put this class together. Our coaches work really hard. Our players do a great job. Our staff does a great job. But when you really get commitments that are bought in, that's when a class really starts to become very special.
Yep.
So Brandon's one of these guys, again, talented, But, I mean, skill set, love everything about that. But, man, his work ethic.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Another camp guy.
Yep, another camp guy. He was already committed.
That's right.
He was already offered.
Yeah, that's the great story about that.
He was already offered and committed.
Yeah, and came and competed again.
And whipped everybody's hiney.
Sure did.
Now his dad is also his coach.
Right.
And he was like, I just want to make sure you knew what y'all were getting.
Well,
I was like, you're the man.
I'll tell you what, we knew what we were getting.
Yeah.
But then we really knew what we were getting.
We saw him at our camp, one of the other camps.
Yeah, one of those other ones.
Mercer, I think. Could have been, but anyway, it was unbelievable. Got to watch him practice.
But what a worker.
Yeah.
Another mid-year guy. Mm-hmm. So again, he's going to add a lot to our defense, and really can't wait to see him in that blue and white.
It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Well, what's the time here? Well, I can't give time yet because I don't want to go that live.
Yeah, but we could know how long we've been live.
We have been going live for quite some time, and really excited about this. This was our first really show we kind of ran on our own.
There was not a lot of guidance here.
No, the broadcast
I'm gonna have
people.
a long talk with Brian Johnston on this because
Don't get Wally pipped. Brian, don't get Wally pipped.
I mean, you come off the practice
Danny,
field.
Terry, Colin, Chris Blair, all you guys. I don't care. Watch yourself.
Hey, so what do you like better?
Between who or what?
What does Danny Reed say after we score a touchdown?
Put an Eagles 6 on it. No, Eagles up. Wings up, Eagles Nation.
Right, so Chris Blair
Chris Blair is
put an Eagle 6 on
put an Eagle 6 on it. Danny Reed was wings up, Eagle Nation.
Wow, the video coordinator of the year nominee.
We want Phil. We want Phil. Come on, Phil.
Come on, Phil.
We're going live.
We're live, man.
Here's your film.
The grind don't stop. Say hi.
This is the director of GATA Lifestyle, Phil Gard.
Hey, how you doing?
Catch him on the gram, dropping crazy quotes,
He's on
rap lyrics.
Facegram, Instabook, all the stuff.
I don't think we're meeting in here.
He is.
Oh, this is his film.
This is my office.
No, I like all the Saints. I like all the Saints. They're awesome because it means we scored. Now, since we have the mic, and we're gonna end this thing soon, Brian. But now, the howitzer cannon.
Whoa.
Yeah, can we get something fired like when the defense does something well? Maybe an interception, a sack. Who do we have to talk to? Yeah,
Steph Neal.
put her on. They do a good job. Does that thing coming up here, you think? Maybe. Is there a surprise?
I've heard on social media that people wanted to hear, but I'm just the head coach. I don't.
Coach Cunningham will personally drive it down here and fire it.
No question. Coach Cunningham would probably jog all the way back to stage.
No question he would.
And then drive it back.
No doubt. There's no doubt. Well, as you can see, the grind doesn't stop here in Universal Studios, Portofino. We're rolling through. We had a great day of practice and unbelievable morning. We're going to wrap this show up, if you want to call this a show. I hope all 14 people watching this live really enjoyed it. And if you made it through the end, congratulations. I'll personally write you a handwritten letter. I got all day. And but hey, it was an unbelievable year. Shout out to all the coaches and the staff. A lot of those guys don't get a whole lot of credit, but unbelievable job. This whole recruiting thing is a team effort.
But listen. I'm gonna give you.
It's real. No, I don't want.
Listen. Victor Cabral is our recruiting coordinator, and he's right. It's a staff, it's a team effort, but this man loves Georgia Southern football also, and he has done a tremendous job as the recruiting coordinator. And you know it's really hard, especially when the head coach used to be a recruiting coordinator.
That's hard.
And but you did good.
But we've got a bunch of recruiting coordinators on the.
There's a lot of opinions.
I got my opinion on all those opinions. We'll save that for maybe a show tonight live.
I kind of call it KMA.
It's the KMA Club.
Killer.
Get in line.
Killer mentality attitude, man.
That's it. Well, with that being said, Blue Collar 2020 Chapter 1 is officially kind of coming to an end. We still have a few more hours, but we will fast forward this hopefully to February and finish out this class however we can.
Yeah, we're looking at probably maybe 3 to 6 more, depending on how scholarship numbers work out right now. But we got to be mindful of that and be ready to roll. What you got going?
You know what it is, baby. It's that time. When the song goes on, it's time for us to head out of here. So, we're out. You may know who we are, but you don't know why we're here.